Hello everyone, I'm your host Alchema, and welcome back to another episode of Morrowind. In our previous episode, we donated a whole bunch of artifacts to the museum. Today we are going to do something a little bit counterproductive. Because I've been a busy little bee, and there's something we need to take a look at in here. Where are you at? Somewhere up in here. I don't see it anymore. Okay, I wonder if I've actually already had this happen. Basically, I've done a lot of work.
Whatever you want, within reason.
I'm sorry, friend, but I think you have managed to get a common disease of some sort. You can get that cured by visiting a temple shrine or an imperial cult altar, or by buying a potion from a healer or apothecary. I managed to get myself sick. It's been quite a hassle to get myself sick. I had to enchant 3 items to get myself sick, along with using various spells. Here's what we've got going on, and I've removed them since then. Here is an amulet of weakness, which gave me, at most, a weakness to common disease by 22%. Then I put on this ring of weakness, which gave me an additional 22% for 44%. Then there's this ring called, affectionately, Death, which is a weakness 96% for 10 seconds. That was pretty good. I kinda needed that. However, despite the fact that it gets me over 100%, if we look over here at our magic, we have a resist common disease 100%, an immunity. So we need to get at least 100% to be able to get a disease for once. So that got me to that point. But then if we come down here, I've got a couple of spells. Somewhere down here at the bottom. There we go. We've got Vampiric Help, which is 100% for 5 seconds, and we've got a Vamp spell, which is 40% for 20 seconds. The problem with these two is that they use up a lot of magic, 84 and 60. So, at most, the best kind of opportunity I would have to get sick is around 170-ish%. That's a lot. And with all that work that I did, plus trying to get infected with a disease, that took me about 3 hours or something like that. But, for the first time in Morrowind, I personally have become infected with polyphric hemophilia, or something like that. Basically, vampirism. We're doing this to upgrade a particular sword which I have donated to the museum, and now I need to get it back. The best way to do that, and the safest way, is to stand all the way back here and use a telekinesis. Let's see, this one's the weakest, even though it's 0 weight. So I'll just go ahead and use up the weakest one. Stealing back Goldbrand. And I managed to get away with it. Hallelujah. Okay, so we needed to come back here and do this first, because transportation after you are a full vampire is very difficult. Actually, now that I'm here, I have a spell set up. We can actually just teleport out of here. Where's my teleportation? Oh wait, it's recall. That's right. I knew that, sure. So where's my recall spell? There it was. Alright. Now we're going to head back to the mainland of Morrowind into an interesting area. Yeah, I've kind of been busy. Excuse me, sir. Would you please die? Thank you very much for that. These guys like to respawn, but they are vampires, so this is where I eventually got infected. By searching his corpse over and over again, I was able to get it. So then, what's next for us? Kill more vampires, of course. Actually, this is kind of a good theme, because for one of the vampire quests, we need to have some vampire dust. A mage ring? I haven't seen one of those in forever. So yeah, there are actually a bunch of quests that you can only get if you're infected as a vampire. If you are a full-fledged vampire. And one of those quests is to have vampire dust. Although vampire dust is a little bit difficult to come by, so go ahead and grab as much as you can while you have the opportunity for it. And then there's this red guard back here. There we go. Okay, so now that that's all done, let's go ahead and get out of here. Where are we? Molagamur. Molagamure. No, it's not French. Was not expecting that guy to be out here. The place where we were at is Dulo Ancestral Tomb. This is probably the easiest place to get infected with the best kind of vampirism. Yeah, there are 3 kinds, actually. Off in that direction is a cliff racer, and I have no idea what that place is, but die. But we are very close to Uvirus Grave, where we have our Telvanni stronghold set up. All the way over here is probably the best place to get infected with vampirism. You see, in Morrowind there are, and I'm going to be walking while I talk about this, in Morrowind there are 3 types of vampirism. Although all of them, well, I guess that if we're not counting ash vampires, there are 3 types. But all of them are technically the same, but it depends on who infected you. See, even though there are sort of 3 types of vampirism, there's only one, but it's a clan-based thing. In Morrowind, there are vampire clans, and depending on who infected you, you are automatically enrolled, so to speak, in a vampire clan. But only after you're a full vampire. If you try to talk to them before, then they'll probably try to kill you and such. So, we are going to be part of a particular vampire clan. And I looked through each one of the vampire clans that we had available to see what kind of quests they had for us, and I eventually settled on one. It's like the, shoot. I think it's like the Andui clan or something like that. There is a vampire called the Burn clan, B-E-R-N-E. But I think that the one that I chose was the best one because it had the most interesting quests. The other vampire quests were like, go and kill this person, go and kill that person, but this one seemed the most interesting. And what I decided is that since vampirism seems to be so freaking hard to contract, like I said, this is my first time ever getting it, I decided that we're going to try to do every single vampire quest in Morrowind. Are we back at the glass mine place? Are we? I think we are. Wow. Dang. Okay. So that means that before I get completely infected with vampirism, I can come over here and get transport. What we're eventually trying to do is get to Aldrune, so I'm going to hop on a transport and get access to a whole bunch of places. And I don't know if vampirism happens automatically or if we have to take a nap first. Weird loading screen spot. Okay, whoever you are, this is a very stupid idea. Can you even hit me? You can't even hit me, can you? I can hit you. You want to try again? You want to try again? Okay, time's up. They are so skilled at this. Want to bet? Death is an escape. You have successfully escaped. I don't know if those guys actually have a quest for us, or if they might have been attacking me because I'm sick with vampirism and they realize, oh crap, he's a vampire. Or at least a potential vampire. Anyway, I'm going to start heading over to Aldrune. We'll go over all the vampire stuff in the following episodes. But for now, we have successfully been infected, and there's a lot more quests that have been open to us, including 2 artifacts. The first of which I am going to try to get today. I don't know if I will actually succeed because it is a very difficult process, but I will try. Okay, I sort of lied. We're actually in the Vivek Mages Guild, and we need to talk to Sirlanwe after we become a full-fledged vampire. But to begin with this is a very difficult thing to do. So here's what we're going to try to do. I'm going to pop myself in here, and then wait for a few days. Okay, it's been 3 days. Now since I'm a member of the Mages Guild, I think I should be able to go ahead and safely take a nap in this bed. Yes, I can. So we'll rest for 1 hour. Here we go. I dreamt of a blonde maiden. I drew near and I saw she was crying, but her tears were red as blood. I touched her tears and tasted them, and they were wonderfully salty, sharp with spice and savor. But the maiden's face had changed, her skin gray-white, and red tears dripped from her lips, and her hair had turned black, and wreathed her head like twining snakes. I was afraid but could not run. I screamed and then I woke, heart pounding, cramped, and aching. Aha! There it is. Oh boy! Kevin's become a vampire. Let's take a look at these perks that are up here. Doot. So, oh my gosh, we've got quite a bit of things up here. Fortify skill, sneak, athletics, acrobatics, hand-to-hand, unarmored, mysticism, illusion, destruction, mysticism, destruction, and short blade. 30 and 20 points. Wow. Okay, there are certainly some perks to being a vampire in this game. Resist paralysis forever. Resist normal weapons by 50%. And I think that, didn't we have... I think Nerevar's ring also gives us that ability as well, in some way. Anyway. However, we will take damage if we stand outside. Wonderful. Then we have just plain vampirism, and weakness to fire. This is perfectly offset by the fact that we are a Dunmer. So, woohoo for that. And I think that we also have some new type of spells. One of them might be Vampiric Touch, I think. And there's probably some others as well, but I wouldn't recognize them right away. I'd have to look them up and such. Vampiric Touch. Absorb health 10 to 30 points on touch. This is the only natural way that we can increase our health anymore, because if we take a nap, if we rest, our health will not regenerate. We have to find some other means to regain our health. And I think that's everything in here. I don't notice anything particularly different. So, we're a vampire now. Hooray! Alright, now comes the hard part. I mean, we're a vampire and that was hard enough, but here's where things get pretty interesting. Sirlanway, I'm going to borrow your chest for a second. Your wooden chest, I mean. Please do not scream obscene things. We are going to... boy, can I just, like, put this down? Drop all the gold. Pick it up right away. Alright. So then, let's drop, and then can we pick up? Okay, we need to take a very specific amount of gold here. Can I just move it by the control stick? Will that be faster? Possibly slightly. Anyway, I'm going to look away while we're doing this. We need to have exactly 11,171 gold when we do this quest. This is difficult for two reasons. First of all, you need to discover that you need to have exactly 11,171 gold on you when you're doing this quest to get it. Unless you look in the instructions or find some kind of guide online, you are never going to know about this. Freaking ever. Never going to know about this. The other difficult thing about this is that you need to have exactly that amount at a particular point in this quest. So if you try to do fast travel, keep in mind, those are services which cost gold. So you can't exactly pay for fast travel, then come back here and say, I had the exact amount of gold, why didn't this work? No, you've got to keep that certain amount of gold on you. This makes it extremely difficult to pull off, but that's what we're going to do. So, of course, in case you can't already tell, I am fast forwarding through this. We'll have exactly 11171 gold. Okay, at this point I'm a little bit fed up. I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 minutes, and I've only gotten down this far. So I'm going to take this much gold. I'm going to try to cheat the system here. I'll drop all my gold on the ground. And then how much is this? Not too bad. Okay, this is going to be much easier to take the whole stack from. Or the very specific amount that I need. There it is. Take. Oh my goodness gracious. What a trial that was. We have exactly 11,171 gold. That was hard. I was not expecting that to be as difficult as it was. Okay, so now I need to not spend any gold at any point. And if I do, I'm going to have to come back in here and pick up some more. Alright, Sirlanway. I'm a vampire.
Away with you!
Booga 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 booga! Though I find you're kind of abhorrent, you can serve a purpose for me. I wish to have someone killed. Okay. Yes, I need to have a rival eliminated, but I don't wish to be directly involved in the affair. His name is Shashev, and my informants tell me he is at the Aldscar Inn in Aldrune. Kill him for me, vampire, and return with his key. Okay, so... Actually, yeah, you can sort of tell. Let's see if I can get a good look at there. Yeah, even my eyes are milky white. And my teeth look kind of different too, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Vampire. Vampire it is. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, Sirlanway. I am saying no way. Don't attack me and I won't attack you, and then you won't have to risk it either.
No, go away, vampire.
Shut up. We're gonna have to deal with this. So the good news is that I've set up... Man, it's dark outside. Oh wait, crap, I just remembered. We kind of need it to be dark outside because we're a vampire and we can take sun damage. Wow, I can jump. Okay. Man, I can jump. Anyway, I can really travel now, and I'm getting loading screens all over the place. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to have to go ahead and talk over the loading screens because they are happening far too often, and you know what? Screw it. I'm just not going to edit all these out. So, we are going to try to make our way to Aldrune now. Now we're supposed to do that. The problem is we're going to have to do it on foot. The good news is that I've set up a mark spell back in there, so we don't have to worry about it too much. So we only really have to worry about going one way. So here's Pelagiad. We need to get to Aldrune. Pelagiad is sort of between Vivec and Balmora, and then from Balmora we go past Caldera in the north, and then right past Caldera will be Aldrune. So we do have a ways to go, but I think we can pull it off pretty decently well enough. This looks ridiculously funny. Man, it's been like 3 or 4 minutes and I've already made this much progress. Aldrune is right there. Dang. Vampirism plus the Boots of Blinding Speed are incredible. Okay, I rested for 1 hour and I'm already taking sun damage. That's lovely. Hopefully it won't be too much and I can at least recover health from my equipment before I take too much damage. So, we need to go to the Aldscar Inn. I think it will be on my left. Pretty sure it'll be over here. Yeah, that one right there. No, that's the Aldrune Council Club. Alright, the Aldscar Inn. I guess the easiest way to do it would be to... Oh, it's right here. Okay. Once again, I'm going to have that stupid red circle effect that we had seen before. Alright, I think he'll be downstairs. That should be him right there. Right? Shashev.
Away.
No, I want to talk to you. Vampire, I curse you in Almsavi's name and in the name of all the ancestors. Return to the foul corruption from which you came. Die, fiend. Fortunately, this guy isn't useful for any other quests. Hey, guard? Mr. Guard. Can you not see that I am being attacked here? I came over here to have a nice leisurely conversation with him and he's trying to kill me. Now, I get the fact that, you know, I'm a vampire and everybody wants to kill me, but even so, I am doing nothing wrong against this guy. Heck, you're not even coming over to help him kill me. Nobody in the inn is. He's just attacking me completely unprovoked. Can you just come over here and kill him? Please, defend me. Guard. Guard. Screw you too. Now get out of my way. Get out of... Thank you. Alright, Shashev. You see this? This is my Shashiv. And I shiv you with it. Come on now. That's it. One more time. Too late. Yeah, I don't care. Shashev had... Oh my gosh, I can't take that gold, but I can take his key and his ring, which is actually pretty decent. Actually, don't I have paralyze and poison for 15 seconds? Okay, this one's a little bit better. Wow, for 50 seconds. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take that and his extravagant robe, leave him naked with 114 gold that I wish I could take, but I won't. And just to avoid the long trip back, where's my recall spell? There you are, my precious. Now that we've got all that, let's double check, make sure we have the exact amount of gold that we need, because this is such a picky quest. Yes, we do. Okay, recall. So, if we have Shashev's key, 11,171 gold, and gold brand in our inventory, which we do have it, right? I know I picked it up, but just to be sure, gold brand. Take a look at these stats, especially the charge. The charge is the important part here. Solanway, I want to have someone killed. Excellent. Sometimes I wonder if it is not a good thing your kind exists. You may keep whatever else you found in his corpse. I'm sure that the fool had something of use to you. If you are still looking for something to do, I require some vampire dust for a spell I'm researching. Gold brand has been removed from your inventory. Elton brand has been added to your inventory. Go to hell, Carolina. That is... This is very much an Easter egg type item. Elton brand. Now at a charge of 500 compared to the 50 we had before, which was the reason I dropped it in the first place. Fire damage, now we've got Fortify Attack and Restore Fatigue, and it does up to 60 damage. Elton brand is a heck of a lot better than the Daedric gifted Gold brand. A heck of a lot better. Whew. My gosh, I never thought I would see this thing. Let's equip it. Looks about the same, a sword of gold. But dang, so few players ever actually get to see it, even fewer get to wield it. That is exciting. Woohoo! I never thought I would get this. This is like a special moment for me, but we're still a vampire and there's a lot more vampire quests to do. I need to pick up my gold first. Come here, my precious. Yeah. Yeah! Once again, we are freaking rich. Woo! So, about Elton Brand, the reason why it's programmed this way. It seems to, I'm going to read this straight from the wiki so that you have the facts as I see them. The odd nature of the sword seems to stem from Bethesda developer Mark Nelson. The number 11171 is a reference to his date of birth, November 1st, 71. The NBA basketball player Elton Brand was a member of his favorite team in college, whose most bitter rivals are the North Carolina Tar Heels, which is the reason for that end quote there. The name of the quest, Shashev's Key, is also a reference to the longtime coach of the Blue Devils, Mike Kirevsky, whose last name is pronounced Shashevsky. Okay, thank you very much for helping me out with that. Okay, so Torosa RM won't buy Elton Brand in the same way that she bought Goldbrand. So Elton Brand / Goldbrand will never appear in the museum that we sold it to and then stole it from. However, we finally got it. Elton Brand. Very exciting. And that is going to be the end of today's quest for Morrowind today, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Next time we're going to do some more vampiric quests. I don't know which ones yet. I'm going to see which ones are available, and then we'll do whichever ones seem to be the most interesting. Thanks for joining me, and come back next time for vampire quests in Morrowind. Take care.